Hello and welcome to the Southeastern Sports Network. I'm Adam Cortez here with my co-host Tyler Thomas. Today we are bringing you another pivotal Southland Conference matchup between the Southeastern Lady Lions and the Incarnate Word Cardinals. Now Tyler, we commentated a game last week. We said it was a pivotal Southland Conference matchup. And get used to hearing that because the Lions are in the midst of what will be the stretch that defines their season. And this game might be the most important of all of the games so far. Tyler, tell me why.
Well, they're both sixth place for the conference. I mean, they're both playing for trying to get into the conference tournament. They're both trying to keep their spot. I mean, they've already got it. So it's huge for both teams. I mean, Incarnate Word comes in at 10-10, but we have the same conference record.
Yes.
And Southeastern right now is playing the best basketball they've played, in my opinion, as a program. And so Incarnate Word is looking to come in. They're really good on the road, 4-2. So, like, they played their game really well in the conference. So they played their game really well, and we'll look to play them to our strengths today. I mean, if we can get our perimeter game going, we can get the shooters going, we can sell going early. I think we have a shot, a really good shot, but Incarnate Word's not a team to sleep on.
And you definitely covered it there, said play to the strengths. And the strength of this Lions team in this stretch of 4 straight wins, and even before that when they were playing well, is balanced offense. The Lions have 3 players in Celica Sterling, Jaya Francis, and Alexis Horn averaging over 10 points a game, and their defense has really, it will not get the credit that the offense gets, but this defense has been superb over the last 2-3 weeks. And we're looking to see, we cannot sleep on this Incarnate Word team. Coming off of 2 excellent wins over Abilene Christian and Sam Houston State, the number 3 and 4 teams in the conference. So this is going to be a great matchup, but if the Lions are going to want to win, they're going to have to play offensive scoring basketball.
For sure. And you got to look, you talked about the defense, how they don't get enough credit. They did get enough credit on this broadcast. We talked about it, keeping UCA in the game that we commentated over, tied up at halftime, and then being able to keep UCA out of the paint, keep them on the perimeter, playing great defense. That's how this team played good offense, was they were able to lock UCA out on one side and get in transition to the other side. And so they're probably going to have to do that today against a much better team than UCA is. And we'll see. It's going to be a lot closer today. It's going to be a close game, and I'm excited.
And you talk about being a better team than UCA was, and that's certainly the case. There's really no argument against that. But we do see a little bit of a similar trend as we saw in UCA. UCA came in with 1 player. She handled the ball a bulk of the time. She averaged 10 and 5, and she was not just most of their offense. She was basically their entire offense. Now, Incarnate Word comes in with a similar situation. They have Imani Robinson, number 11, averaging 14 points per game. Their next highest is 7.7. So they have a large scoring gap between their first and second best player. The Lady Lions are going to look to continue doing what they've been doing and take advantage of that one person who takes most of the shots, and Ayla Gazzardo has shown that she is plenty competent in exploiting your weaknesses.
And the thing about that is that one person who keeps the ball, and you saw multiple times with this Lady Lions team, that's the person that they target in presses. That's the person they target with doubles, and they try to get that ball away from that person. You see, we create a lot of turnovers that way. I said last game that we were 3-1 in the turnover ratio, and we're still there. So, I mean, we're still killing it. We're still creating more turnovers than we're turning the ball over by a huge margin. So, we're looking good.
We are looking good, and we are very excited here. Both teams coming in with a lot of momentum. Southeastern Louisiana on a 4-game winning streak. Incarnate Word with 2 straight wins over 2 of the best teams in the conference. And we will be right back with starting lineups. Adam Cortez, Tyler Thomas here with the Southeastern Sports Network.
The countdown to Katy has begun. The Southland Conference Basketball Tournament at the Merrill Center in Katy, Texas. Experience it live as Southland strong teams compete for a tournament title and a chance to go to the dance. It's affordable family fun and great college hoops action. Tickets for the Southland Conference Basketball Tournament are on sale through school ticket offices and Ticketmaster.com.
What's up, Lion fans? It's Nate Big Easy Lofton of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters and also Southeastern Louisiana University. Can't wait to be back home March 12th in the University Center. Can't wait to see you there. Line up.
Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network. We're going to take a quick moment for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous height o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb's bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, and that was absolutely a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. And now we are going to be bringing you the starting lineups for today's incredibly pivotal Southland Conference match. Tyler, how excited are you?
I'm so excited, man. I love basketball and I love good basketball, so we're going to get both of those tonight.
Well, let's go through them. So you're visiting Incarnate Ward. You have number 2, London Henry. At point guard, number 00, Macy Ray. Playing at off guard, Kara Spear, number 5. And then Imani Robinson, number 11, the leading scorer for Incarnate Ward, coming in averaging 14 points a game. That is 4th best in the Southland Conference. And number 12, Angelica Wiggins. Now, going to Southeastern Louisiana, starting at forward, number 3, Morgan Carrier, who had 19 points last week in a win over New Orleans. Number 25, Caitlin Williams, absolutely dominant in the game Tyler and I covered against Central Arkansas. Number 33, Aminat Jubril, the starting center for the Lady Lions. Number 20, Celica Sterling, the leading scorer. And number 31, Alexis Horn, the super freshman.
Number 3, Morgan Carrier.
Now, Tyler, did you notice anything different about our Lady Lions today running out of the tunnel?
Well, they look a little pink.
A little pink.
I don't know if it's the undershirts or the shoes.
Well, for you astute viewers,
it's jerseys.
you will notice that as Celica Sterling swags onto the court wearing that pink jersey, we have our Lady Lions wearing wonderful pink uniforms. Those have been donated because the Lady Lions are partnering with the Play for K initiative. Proceeds from this game benefit the K-Yow Cancer Fund. Just a wonderful cause.
Yeah, so excited to watch them in these uniforms. It's such a wonderful cause. Being able to be here and to be a part of this is so wonderful, and so it's an honor.
And it's great to look good, Tyler. In athletics, it's always great to look good. It's another thing to look good for a great, and I mean absolutely great, cause.
Pink's the best color.
And pink is the best color on the spectrum. And there are the Lady Lions huddling up, getting ready to take the court.
If you see our courtside seats, they got little pink towels. They're ready to, they're ready to rally.
We are ready to play for K.
Yeah, we're playing for K today.
Southeastern Louisiana is against cancer, and I am very proud to report that. Now, here they come onto the court. We have a pretty sizable crowd for a Saturday afternoon game. I'm pretty impressed. I think that the Lady Lions are going to benefit from that. They seem to feed well off of the crowd. Ayla Gazzaro mentioned that when we interviewed her last week.
Look, and it's something awesome to see all these people, but let's be real. When we're winning, there are people.
Right.
And this team's done a lot of winning lately. They played a lot of good basketball, and so I expect the crowd to be huge every game from here into the conference tournament.
And I mean, you really have to touch on the fact that they have earned these fans. I mean, you talk about you get fans when you're winning. Well, they've been winning a lot, and they have earned these fans. The fans should be coming more because this is the most exciting team on campus right now.
Yes, it is.
And there the ball is up, won by the Lady Lions rather easily. Alexis Horn takes the ball up the court. Get used to seeing that. Alexis Horn is the point guard for this Lady Lions team, and she will be doing a bulk of the ball handling duties. Morgan Carrier, my personal favorite player. There to the cutting, Caitlin Williams. Makes the shot, but that is a travel violation.
Look, that's a normal move in basketball, and it's never been called a travel before. But they saw that was a travel, so...
Well, I think the mistake she made was lifting her off foot on the fadeaway just before she went off the ground. But if you can get a 6-foot fadeaway in the post with Caitlin Williams, I'll take that every time.
Yeah, and it looked good.
And there we have Incarnate Ward, shot by number 0, Macy Ray, rims off the front. And now we have the defensive rebound Lady Lions. Alexis Horn setting up.
Freshman from Denham Springs.
I just love hearing that. Local true freshman. How exciting.
It's exciting for us in the future. We got way more of her.
There we have Morgan Carrier. Loses the ball, gets an open layup, just misses it. Incarnate Ward rebound.
If you're Elia Gazzardo, though, those are the type of shots you want.
Absolutely.
Easy inside shots. Sometimes they don't fall, but not everything falls.
You know, I think we got to touch early, Tyler, on when we first covered this team and the way they play now with the confidence. Just look at that.
It's incredible.
It's a completely different team.
I mean, you look at the first time that we covered this team and the start of the season, they weren't taking confident shots. They weren't dribbling the ball with confidence. And they weren't playing confident defensively. They weren't playing confident in the post. They weren't playing confident anywhere. But now you look at this team and they're oozing confidence. You look at Morgan Carrier. She walks around with so much swag.
Well, she does that regardless.
Yeah. But the whole team here just oozing confidence, and it's beautiful to see.
And while we were talking about confidence, foul by Celica Sterling on number 12, Angelica Wiggins. And Celica Sterling, I think they'll take that foul because one big point that head coach Elia Gazzardo talked to us about as she misses the second free throw is that Celica Sterling has been engaged on defense recently, and that is what they love to see. She's an offensive powerhouse.
Yeah, for sure. And it's something that Coach Gazzardo alluded to that it wasn't something of normalcy for Celica.
Offensive rebound there by the missed 3, Caitlin Williams. And now the Lions reset their offense. Alexis Horn breaking it down at the top of the key. Blocked, but the Lions get the rebound. And there she is. Morgan Carrier with the Euro step layup.
It's a beautiful Euro step coming in, and in traffic too. I mean, those are the type of plays you see at a professional level.
Right, and she's so strong. She's just a bowling ball coming in there. You can't stop Morgan Carrier when she gets momentum. And she's a great three-point shooter. So she's an offensive powerhouse, only a sophomore.
She's the full package at a sophomore, yeah.
Absolutely. Sure. You know, we have Incarnate Ward passing the ball at the top of the key, trying to get something going to number 5. She takes a shot. Kara Spear blocked.
I'm going to say something. I'm so thankful that Incarnate Ward decided to put names on their jersey.
Yes, that is very helpful for me. And as the Lady Lions get ready to take the ball up, Alexis Horn with the ball in her hands.
You know, something that she's impressed me with in her past few games is that she, as a field general, is much more confident with passing the ball inside. And, you know, scary situations. She's not scared of the turnover. She trusts her teammates. She trusts her teammates are going to go get the ball.
And she should. I mean, as the season has gone on, she's gotten nothing but better. And you expect that from a true freshman, but not at the rate that Alexis has improved. And she actually just got over 10 points a game average for the season to give them 3 players over 10. So she is a difference maker, a bit of an X factor for this Lady Lions team. We'll see if they can get something going. And there is something. I would consider that something.
Yeah.
Alexis Horn with the contested fadeaway layup. And now they're already instituting the trap against the Cardinals. Open corner 3 by number 5. Kara Spear rims out, but offensive rebound to Incarnate Ward. Tyler, talk to me a little bit about the rebounding woes that the Lady Lions have seen on and off throughout the season.
When you play so many people inside defensively, it's so hard to get those offensive rebounds that bounce so far out. But they've been having trouble offensive rebounding defensively as well on that side. Not having strong matchups inside the paint. And, you know, they've gotten better, but still have some trouble, for sure.
And there's an inside basket by Aminat Jubril responding to the layup by Wiggins on the other end.
I have a signed trading card of hers at home. I think it's pretty impressive.
From the previous game?
Yeah.
And if you guys come to all the games, you too would have a signed trading card that you could trade with Tyler.
I wouldn't trade mine for anything.
You could have a signed trading card that you could not trade with Tyler. And now we have Incarnate Ward looking for offense. They've scored 3 points so far, but this offense has not looked smooth.
Yeah, they've just had a lot of trouble getting the ball to places that they want to shoot, but also missing a lot of shots.
And there they make a contested every time you say it. There is London Henry with the contested shot in the deep post. Now, obviously, this Incarnate Word offense relies a lot on passing around the perimeter.
Yeah, and they're just trying to make a play. And
there's my favorite player, Morgan Carrier.
Love her so much.
Missing the contested layup.
Something I want to talk about is something that I heard a couple days ago about Slugga Sterling. In past 4 games, out of minutes allotted, all of the minutes of the game, she only missed 4 minutes in 4 games.
I mean, you can't take out an offensive dynamo like that. And just now we had a check-in. Charlie Dugas coming in for Morgan Carrier, and Jay coming in for, I believe it was Caitlin Williams. No, it was not Caitlin Williams. It was Aminat Jubril. And Jaya Francis, she is so critical to the success of this Lady Lions team, especially since she has been moved to the bench, serving a bit of a 6th-man role.
And she's been playing better basketball from that role.
And there's a foul on the floor by Incarnate Ward number 0.
She suffered with some injuries, and getting back to her normal self. The bench role served her well, being able to get her confidence back.
Right.
And I'm sure she'll find her way back into the starting lineup soon this season.
Or maybe they'll make the executive decision to keep her. I mean, coming off the bench does not mean as there is a wonderful shot.
Yeah. But you were about to talk about it. Coming off the bench isn't a bad thing.
Right.
I mean, you look at it, you're still getting time, and you're playing with a team you're playing with a unit that you may be the number 1 scorer on.
Right.
And that may just be where you're good at. I look at players like
Lou Williams, JJ Redick.
Lou Williams, all kinds of players that lead the spark on their second teams in the NBA, and they're huge for the team.
I mean, if you can have a player that comes in with your second unit and can score at will and keep that momentum going offensively, that's how you get 9, 11-point leads. That's just how you do it. So for Jai Francis, this is Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network. Midway through the first quarter, we have Lady Lions 8, Incarnate Ward 7, coming in off of the Lady Lions forced turnover.
Yeah.
And now we have there is a stoppage of play. Tyler, did you get a catch of what just happened?
I didn't, no. Possibly a problem with the clock.
As we wait for basketball to get back. Tyler, talk to me about the turnovers. I know that's one of your favorite stats to have up your sleeve. Talk to me about the turnovers that Lady Lions have forced.
It's huge to create turnovers, but it's also huge to create such a margin that you don't give the ball up as much. And keeping the ball, and those turnovers lead to transition buckets. They lead to points in way more ways than one. And so it's awesome to see out of the Lady Lions creating turnovers that
and I believe the ratio is 3-1, right, for this Lady Lions
team? It was at one point. I'm not completely sure if it's still there, but if it's not, it's close.
Well, that is an incredible stat because turnovers leading to free points. They are free points as Jaya takes the 3 and nails it.
There's what we were talking about with Jaya. Elevating that second unit, being there to create.
Well, what she brings is irreplaceable for the Lady Lions team because she brings a mix of size and skill that you can't just replicate.
And veteran leadership. She is crucial as there was a missed layup by Incarnate Ward Robinson, their leading scorer. Jaya getting in there, getting that rebound. Coach Ayla was super excited about that draw and that foul.
And the Lady Lions are doing a good job so far earlier in this game of building momentum, keeping their foot on the gas, so to speak. If they were driving a car, they'd be driving it fast right now, Tyler.
And they're running out of gas, you'd think, but
I wouldn't think so.
no gas stations in sight.
They're
and the
driving a
Lions
Tesla.
don't need it.
This Lady Lions offense is a Tesla, Tyler. They don't run out of gas. There we have the contested jumper by Jaya. A little bit of a heat check there after the pull-up three.
Charlie almost pulled that one up. She almost grabbed it. That'd have been impressive.
That is true, as Incarnate Ward takes possession. Now we are trapping the Cardinals. You got to think that that is some game plan instituted by Ayla Gazzardo based on what she's seen from this team, because we are not normally a team that will trap you in the first quarter.
Yes, sir. And it's she probably saw a weakness in film. And that's also what's awesome about Ayla is she watches so much and studies so much.
Right.
And you can tell in how prepared this team is, and it's awesome to see.
And there we have a foul on the floor by number 12, Jaya Francis. I'm not sure I saw that, but it'll be Cardinals taking the ball in from the baseline.
As we've discussed before, sometimes referees think they see something. They probably didn't.
It looked just like defense to me, but here we have the Lady Lions are playing phenomenal defense early in this game
And
so
they're so
far, and you love to see that.
They know how important this game is, Adam.
And there we have Jaya Francis coming right back. Guess what she just did, Tyler?
Yeah.
She pulled a Morgan, she took a charge.
She took a charge. And it's insane with looking at her taking a charge. I mean, with how many injuries she's suffered
Right.
in her career here. It's awesome to see her put her body on the line for her teammates.
You can't injure toughness.
Nope.
And that's just going to remain
Can't
true
injure
as
work
Jaya goes
ethic
up.
either.
And almost an incredible play there on the alley-oop attempt
That's
for
a hard
Jaya
play.
Francis.
That's a hard play.
You know, one thing I would never have seen from stats, Tyler, that I've been lucky enough to see covering this team is they take a lot of charges. I'm not sure there is a stat for that, but that says a lot about your team's
Charges
mentality.
taken, I'm sure is somewhere.
Well, it's certainly not a stat I would look up.
Yeah, but it's an important stat. They're standing their ground. They don't allow teams to bully them, which is huge.
Right.
In winning ball games down the line.
And it just shows that there's a shooting foul there.
Jaya Francis showing that her arms were up, but not happy about that foul on her.
Number 31, Alexis Horn, with a personal
Jaya
foul on the
in
layup
foul
attempt.
trouble early.
And here we have the leading scorer, Imani Robinson, getting 2 free throws after the foul by Alexis Horn.
That's something in our interview with Coach Ayla last week was that she talked about foul trouble.
Yes.
How her players get in foul trouble early and how they it causes issues with the game down the line. I mean, you have to bring in players you wouldn't normally bring in the first quarter.
Yep. And you know, here's the thing, Tyler. That's the game you play as she nails the second free throw. Lady Lions 11, Cardinals 8. That's the risk you take. Typically, the teams that force the most turnovers are also the teams that have the most shooting fouls.
Yep.
Because you don't force turnovers by not being physical. So if they can cut down, as there is a wide open layup by Charlie Dugas. She is actually our spotlight player of the game tonight. Just want to go ahead and throw that out there.
That's something so great that we've improved on is our rebound, not rebounding, our dribbling in traffic.
Absolutely.
Pushing into the paint. I mean, we've gotten so much better over the past few games at that.
And just playing safe, smart basketball. The Lady Lions are really, really focusing here on the little things, and the little things are what win you games, as there is a open 3 by Robinson, averaging 14. Now, if the Lady Lions execute the game plan, I suspect a lot of it will be around stopping Robinson.
Yeah, and just making sure that she's, put 2 bodies on her, making sure that she's not in places to take open shots, able to penetrate. She's not able to do those things, and that's what we're good at.
Absolutely.
That's what our defense is good at, and that's what we've done a lot of this season.
And stopping the other team's best offensive player, as there is a shot by Haley, 3-point attempt, no good. Defensive rebound, Incarnate Ward. Now, here's the thing about what you're talking about is that stopping the other team's best player doesn't necessarily mean holding them to 0 points. It means that you make them work for the shots.
Yeah, they have to work harder. They have to implement their other players.
There was excellent ball
That's
movement.
what you want if you're Coach Ayla. You want their role players to get more shots. You want their players that haven't done as much to get more shots. You don't want their better players to get those open shots.
You want to force their 4th leading scorer to beat you, essentially. As there was excellent ball movement by Incarnate Ward on the wide open layup. And now the Lions look to match. We have number 24. That will be Tyler Morrison in at point guard. Turnover. Cardinals get the ball, pick it up, pushing. There's the leading scorer. She goes up. Bit of an ugly layup there, no good.
That's a little something Ayla talked about. Morrison's been battling a lot of injuries this season.
Yes.
At one point, she was the starting point guard, but with Alexis Horn playing such good basketball, looking to bring Morrison in with the second rotation.
And she just came back, so you can expect her to be...
Maybe a little bit of a restriction.
Yes, a little bit of a restriction, but to have her in your back pocket now, 2 very capable point guards, that is excellent for Coach Ayla Gazzardo, especially such a offense that is predicated on ball movement.
Yeah, and you have just so many ways to get the ball to different places. It's huge.
Is there we have Incarnate Ward passing it to the left wing. And there we talked about in the pregame, Robinson seems to have the ball in her hands an awful lot as she scores on the pretty contested layup.
8 seconds here.
And 5 seconds to go in this first quarter. Morrison drives in, takes the mid-range pull-up, no good. Defensive rebound, Cardinals, and that'll end the first quarter. Fairly good first quarter for both teams, 13-15, Lady Lions down. This reminds me of the beginning of the Central Arkansas game a little bit.
Yeah, but the difference is both teams seem to be playing hard. It's just we're not able to convert on offense right now, but it's not for a lack of effort. We're getting there. We're getting to our spots. We're pushing the ball, and UIW is playing great right now.
And we will talk to you more about the offensive struggles and successes of the Lady Lions when we come back from this quick break. Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network. Adam Cortez and Tyler Thomas here bringing you this Southland Conference action. Beginning the second period of 4 with the Lady Lions down 2 to the Incarnate Ward Cardinals, 15-13. Incarnate Ward possession as they take the ball. And that is number 0, Macy Ray, passing it out. And now the ball is zipping around the perimeter. Finds its way to number 5, Kara Spear. And I suspect that will be a traveling call based on, 3-second. 3-second violation.
Something you don't often see in women's basketball with how often they move. But
well, I can't remember the last time watching one of these games I saw somebody try to do a double up and under post move.
Yeah. And it's one of those calls that you just don't see often anymore because of how self-aware basketball players are nowadays.
Absolutely, just high percentage efficient shots.
And everywhere on the court they're at, they know it.
As we're talking about high percentage shots, Celica Sterling with the fall away elbow jumper.
She's a workhorse, man, and she'll get there and she'll get to her spot. And most of the time, when she gets there, she's deadly.
Well, for Celica, that is a high percentage shot. As the Cardinals continue to keep the ball zipping, number 5, Spear with the cutting layup, easy basket, 17-15.
She's
Cardinals.
found a way to score points tonight, Spear, and the Lady Lions will look to try to silence that, making them work in the post.
Well, the Cardinals are not having any problem moving the ball on the Lady Lions. There's a turnover on a bit of a high pass to Carrier. And here we have them setting up in the post again. Wide open 3. That is no good by Wiggins. Defensive rebound, Lady Lions.
Alexis is so awesome when she brings up the ball. You just know that she's looking for the right play.
And I personally love watching point guards that play with that old... There's a 3-point attempt by Horn. But as I was saying, I love watching point guards that play with that old school mentality of I'm not so worried about how many points I'm going to score. I'm worried about setting up my teammates. And that is how Horn loves to play.
She still gets her points, though.
Yes. She does get her points, but you can tell that when she comes down the court, the first thing on her mind is how can I set up my teammates?
And in setting up her teammates, she's able to create baskets for herself, which is huge. You talk about point guards who are extremely talented in what they do, people like Chris Paul, or players that historically score a lot of points but are always team first. And through being team first, you're able to set up yourself for better scoring opportunities.
Well, you end up petrifying the defense because they're so afraid of your ability to pass that they're not going to play you tight.
Yep.
And that's the mismatch that she's creating, and other teams in the Southland Conference are starting to realize, oh man, she's really good. We can't play her like a freshman. As there is a turnover forced by the Lady Lions. Caitlin Williams blocks the ball.
She plays like she's been here 4 years.
She plays like she's been here 13 years. I love it. I love it. I love watching Horn play. And there is Celica Sterling working in the mid-range double team, kicks it out.
Her ball handling has proved so much over the course of the season. So
Without a doubt. There's Francis. There it is. Nails the corner three-pointer. Jaya Francis, the spark plug, the nickname we can throw around a little bit.
Yeah, we can change up who it is.
This game so far, the spark plug.
We have a different spark plug every game.
The Tyler Thomas and Adam Cortez Spark Plug Player of the Game Award. So far, Jaya Francis is the front runner.
She's playing aggressive on both sides of the ball. And you can tell she sees a mismatch.
And there she just forced a miss, just as you talked about it. Here we have Morgan Carrier driving to the teeth of the defense, contested. No good. Cardinal defensive rebound. As it looks like Robinson just lost her shoe trying to bring the ball up.
Yeah, a little difficult.
And she ends up getting an open three off of that. Goes off the front of the rim. Morgan Carrier with the gutsy defensive rebound.
But if you're Morgan Carrier, you got to stop pushing three people in the lane and making a play. I know you want it. I know you want to catch those bodies, but
there's the up and down by Alexis Horn. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing just now. Those shots, when they go in, they do create a lot of energy for your team, but that's not a shot you want to take.
It's not
constantly.
High percentage. I mean, you have three people in front of you, and it's contested.
Yeah, you can't even see the basket. But that's what you love about her, is that you have to take the contested layup attempts because you get this good stuff from her that it wouldn't be possible if she didn't have that mentality.
Yeah, and she's pushing so hard, but like I said with those shots, it creates a hard rebound.
Right.
You know, it doesn't. You always want to take layups that create an easy way to get the ball back if you miss it. But, I mean, with three people inside, I mean, it's so difficult.
That's a great point. As number 2, London Henry, showing off her post chops here early with the beautiful post scoring on that previous possession. Now we have the Lady Lions zipping the ball around the perimeter. Morgan Carrier looking to create something. Passes it inside to Caitlin Williams. Great pass. Wide open three by Celica, no good. That'll be an air ball and turnover.
Little narrow ball there, but she'll get her power on. She'll get it together soon.
Great pass, though. She was wide open on the wing. So Caitlin Williams had a mismatch there. She was much taller than the player defending her, but made the right pass.
Sometimes you just got to find the open man. And you think that they're not open, but, I mean, you think they may not make it, but still a high percentage shot to get it out to that open person.
So early, Tyler, number 2, London Henry, putting on a bit of a Akeem Olajuwon-esque clinic here.
And
she just missed the up and under, got the offensive rebound, immediately put it back up. Wow.
I was about to say UIW is doing beautiful things inside the paint right now and doing great on the defense. Southeast is not able to create anything right now.
It seems to be atypical of London Henry, playing 17 minutes a game, only 6 points per game, but she has been a major catalyst for their game plan early. Makes me wonder if they're looking to take advantage of her size against the Lady Lions.
Yeah, and if you're the Lady Lions, you have to contend.
Well, you have to put a big body on her.
Yeah.
And there we have Caitlin Williams guarding her now. That seems to be the smartest.
You have to just play her harder.
I was not expecting the post move clinic that we've gotten so far. As she goes to set the high screen of the three-point line. Poked away by Alexis Horn. Turnover, pushing it, fast break, left-handed layup. That is good. How about that for some momentum? Alexis Horn, 21-20, Lady Lions.
And such a patient layup. Waiting, making sure that the player wasn't behind you and taking the easy layup instead of doing something flashy. A beautiful, beautiful play from Alexis Horn there.
But how about the poke away, the quick hands?
I'm telling you, I mean, and she was right on the ball too. And there's another steal there.
There's another steal. Alexis Horn pushing the ball up the court again. Goes in the teeth of the defense, no good. Ball's up. Incarnate Ward, defensive rebound.
Now, so just as I was talking about how impressive her patient layup was, she throws the one that's not so patient. Had some teammates with her, had some players in traffic.
And that'll be a timeout by the Cardinals.
Fans, we'd like to thank
And this has been the Southeastern Sports Network. Tyler Thomas, Adam Cortez, we will be right back. And welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network, here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Lady Lions down 1. They've played a pretty competent game so far, but the Cardinals have brought their A game for sure. There was an offensive rebound by the Lady Lions.
Beautiful rebound. Willed it away from the person in front of her.
Alexis Horn stumbles on the layup attempt. And that will be, looks to be Incarnate Ward. Jump ball.
Jump ball, so Southeastern possession.
Well, how about that? Possession arrow, Southeastern.
Something of note to talk about. Celica and Morgan both struggling shooting so far. A combined 2 for 9 between the two.
And as we saw last game, that can change pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Celica Sterling, we were referring to her dropping 19 points on 8 of 10 shooting in the second half against Central Arkansas.
Yeah, and she dropped 19 last game with Morgan. So they're both playing great basketball last game, but starting off a little slow this game.
And there was the beautiful layup attempt by number 55. That'll be Gerardo Haley. Flip those names. Her first name is Haley, but beautiful, beautiful layup attempt. Did not go. As there is a steal forced by Charlie Dugas. That'll be a wide open layup.
What a steal, Charlie.
Spotlight player of the game, Charlie Dugas, getting easy points for the Lady Lions, 22-21. And with that, good luck try, I did not catch that. And with that, the Lady Lions take the 1-point lead. My co-host Tyler Thomas making the references. No good on the 3-point attempt by Macy Ray. See if Celica Sterling can get something going here on this possession.
Look at how strong that ball handling is, bringing the ball up, man.
Just weaves through the defense to take that fadeaway jumper, touches nothing but nothing.
You can't tell me that she hasn't improved tenfold in her ball handling skills. And that's huge when you have such a dynamic guard like that.
I remember when I would play basketball at a much lower level than Celica. My coach used to always tell me, if you want to be a scorer, you better know where you're trying to get before you get there. And you better know what you're trying to do before you do it. And that's just what I always think of every time I see Celica score. She gets to these spots, but she already knows what she's going to do when she's getting there. She just get off the shot.
Yeah, and she's the type of player that she sees the play unfolding in front of her.
Yes.
And that's huge if you're a volume scorer, is that you're watching the play, and as you're watching the play, you're seeing opening spots, you're seeing where the ball can go, this and that. And she's doing a great job so far of just getting to the spots that she's envisioning for herself.
I mean, you just have to, it has to be a healthy balance of being able to take what the defense gives you, but also being able to be assertive and say, I need to enforce my will on this court. I'm the leading scorer, and I'm going to get my shots. And she has struck that balance here on this Lady Lions winning streak. And with that shot, hopefully she can get a little momentum going and hopefully try and expand on this lead. 24-21 Lady Lions. That can balloon quickly with this team.
We've seen it happen multiple times.
We have Robinson with the missed layup attempt. That'll be a rebound for Caitlin Williams.
Especially when you get stops like that.
Yes. And there's the rebound there by the unsung hero of the Lady Lions, Caitlin Williams.
She's been great in the post. What a good What a strong pass.
Yes,
there.
very strong. And you know, another thing we need to reference on that Ayla Gazzardo interview, she talked about how Alexis, as she plays more and more, she stops making the safe pass necessarily, and now she's trying to show her personality, show her passing chops. And you saw it on a play like that, jumping in the air, throwing it across the court. There's a lot to come from this freshman.
And so that's what I talked about. She trusts her teammates.
And there's a turnover by the Lady Lions.
Huge from a point guard. Trusting your teammates, making sure that they know that you trust them with the ball and you're going to get it to them when they're open.
And when you trust your teammates, you empower them. With 2 minutes here to go in this second half, spin move to the left. That is by number 2, Henry. Another post move. Lady Lions basketball.
That defense from Alexis on a bigger player was huge. I mean, it was Drew Holiday-esque defense.
Drew Holiday.
I mean, you look at the player types. I mean, someone who's good at scoring, good at dishing the ball, and also seller on the defensive end. I mean, it draws comparison.
I had never thought of that, but I cannot argue with anything you just said, so I'm going to start saying that from now on. Celica with the wide open three-point attempt. No good. That would have been big for the Lady Lions.
That is the type of shot you want her to be taking, though. Open threes.
Absolutely. The Lady Lions try to force a turnover here. Last touch by the Lady Lions, though. Celica Sterling angry about that, but the Cardinals will be taking possession. Inbound by Robinson. And here we have the Cardinals just trying to set up their offense, try to reclaim this lead. Getting the ball into
Southeastern defense
Imani.
has been so smothering today.
Every time you say that, they score. Every time.
I'm just going to stop talking about the defense and just talk about the offense.
Imani rebound. Imani Robinson there scores off of the post move. But other than that possession, yes, they have played, here in the second quarter especially, they have ratcheted up that defense. And here we have just over 60 seconds to go in this first half. What a pass.
Giarratano there making the great pass and finding Williams open. I mean,
Giarratano with the, wow.
and she's been improving tenfold, too.
Absolutely.
Every game she's gotten better, taking more confident shots, being a more confident player on the post, and just on the court in general.
Well, I'm always a fan of behind-the-head, no-look passes, so let's get more of those.
I'm a fan when they work, and that one worked.
First personal foul.
Charlie Dugas with her first personal foul, second team foul here with 41.8 seconds to go until halftime, where we will be honoring cancer survivors with our survivor walk at halftime. What a wonderful cause. As you see them all lining up there on the left end of the stadium.
Such a great thing to bring awareness to. What a block, though.
Superb thing to bring.
Hey, that's that smothering defense. I talked about it after.
There we go. It was just your premonitions that we talked about in the previous game. Your ability to predict the future. Celica Sterling with that block.
I lost it. I'm able to opposite predict the future. Oh, the stutter step.
Whoa.
Wow.
Beautiful
Gets
move.
the
Gets
rebound,
the
too.
offensive rebound off of her miss. We have some competition here for the Spark Plug Award, Tyler.
The Spark Plug Award isn't the best player, but the one who creates the most spark, and Giarratano is doing a great job of that right now.
Another
what a
offensive
great rebound. Celica throws it up.
No good.
It looked to me like she got it off there.
Pretty crazy possession, but fun one to watch. The Lady Lions go into halftime with a 3-point lead. That'll be 26-23 Lady Lions. We will be right back after this break for the Southeastern Sports Network.
The countdown to Katy has begun. The Southland Conference Basketball Tournament at the Merrill Center in Katy, Texas. Experience it live as Southland strong teams compete for a tournament title and a chance to go to the dance. It's affordable family fun and great college hoops action. Tickets for the Southland Conference Basketball Tournament are on sale through school ticket offices and Ticketmaster.com.
What's up, Lion fans? It's Nate Big Easy Lofton of the world famous Harlem Globetrotters and also Southeastern Louisiana University. Can't wait to be back home March 12th in the University Center. Can't wait to see you there. Line up.
Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network, and as you watch the court, you will see probably something, no, well, not probably, absolutely something that is worth more than any basketball game. The Survivor Walk. All of these cancer survivors, absolute heroes, walking around the basketball court here with their balloons. Just a great, it's hard for me to talk about it because it's just wonderful to watch.
It's so awesome, man, and coming from a family that's been affected by cancer, it's so beautiful to see these survivors come up here and just be able to tell their story, whether through a balloon, of course, but they'll be able just to hold it, and it's just awesome to see.
I mean, as someone who, my mother is a two-time, she's beaten breast cancer twice, so this is very special to me just to see all these fans standing up, cheering for them. Just, it's beautiful.
This is why we bring awareness.
This is why you bring awareness.
All the strides that have been made medically for cancer and against cancer, and it's beautiful to see. It's so awesome, and it's so awesome that we as a society have got to this point.
And that's just a great point, and awesome to be a Lion today. I mean, Play for K, partnering to help do our part to beat cancer, send all proceeds, donate them, and just amazing. And if you look on the other end, I don't know if you could see this on the broadcast, but my head coach, Corey Mistretta, is over there doing miles on the stationary bike to raise money.
Hey, look, he's going.
Yes, he is going. And that is the track and field head coach, Corey Mistretta. And he brought a contingent of athletes on the track team to help him do this. I would be over there if I weren't commentating this wonderful game.
Aren't you glad you're over here?
I would be happy either way.
Hey.
But yes, slightly happier here.
Go to the big buckets and make your donation.
So awesome. Such a great cause.
I'll just let you guys watch this awesome thing for a little bit. And while we're here, let's talk a little bit about the first half, Tyler. What did you see?
Man, I saw two teams that are very, very, very evenly matched. Came out here and they played great, and that shows they're even in the conference.
Yes.
Same record. So they come in here, they're both two great teams. I saw Southeastern have a little bit of offensive shooting woes, but they brought it together. They were 6-16 in the second half shooting-wise, only 1 for 5. But, I mean, they were able to outscore their opponents. They were able to make some good plays. And you got to look at players like Jaya Francis, Hayla Giortano, Alexis Horn, Celica Sterling. Those guys, they up their level of play on both sides of the ball. And they were able to keep UIW from scoring a lot, and that was huge.
Absolutely. And, I mean, what you said is reflected in the box score, 26-23. This has been a very evenly matched game. The Lady Lions did not take the score until, I believe, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Held UIW to only 8 points that quarter.
Yes, so that is phenomenal. And if they can continue to do that, they will win this game. That, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if they can continue to play that superb defense, they will win this game. But one thing that I think...
Harder said than done, though, with such a great team.
Absolutely, and they have a wealth of scoring. Looking at the stats, seeing 14 points, 7 points, 7 points, 6 points, I wasn't necessarily expecting Incarnate Word to come out here with a wealth of scoring options. But if I hadn't looked at the stats and just watched this game, I wouldn't think that Imani Robinson was their leading scorer.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about UIW? You can definitely tell their coach game planned a lot for this game, knowing that Southeastern traps your best player, knowing that Southeastern causes a lot of turnovers. They've done a lot of dishing side to side. They've done a lot of screens. They've done a lot of pick and rolls. They've done a lot to get their other players involved, and it's been huge for UIW. But Southeastern's also done a great job defensively, keeping them away, even with all those things that they've been doing, keeping them away.
And to touch on what they've been doing well a little bit more, the thing about both teams is that they're out here balancing inside shots with outside shots, and I think a big factor in the second half of this game is going to be who starts making their threes, because Incarnate Ward 1 for 7, Southeastern 2 for 8. These are two teams that have both shot the three ball competently so far this season. So I think whichever team comes out here in the second half and can convert on those high volume threes that they've been attempting, and for both teams, a majority of them have been lightly contested, not contested. So
That's what I was just about to say. We've had a lot of shots for both teams go where they were just open, not necessarily shooting well, not shooting a lot of air balls, a lot of misses to the right side of the goal. And so we'll look for the Lions probably to get some shooting. I mean, you look at how much better we've been in the second half of games this season compared to the first half. Ayla Gazzardo is so great with her halftime adjustments. It's just another plug, but I mean, it's true. She does so great in the locker room. She gets on them. I'm sure she's not getting on them as much this game because they have played their game. They've played the way they wanted to play, and so it's a great first half from the Lions to keep UIW to low, but you'd look for them to shoot the ball better.
And I mean, both teams haven't shot the ball great, but they've shot it okay. 12 for 30 for the Lady Lions, 10 for 25 for Incarnate Ward. This has the feeling to me of one of those games that you turn off the stream and it's 26-23, and then you turn back on the stream and it's
75 to something.
Yeah, it'll blow up because they're both getting good shots. They both clearly were prepared for this game. So we'll have to see which coach can make those adjustments. Admittedly, I don't know much about Incarnate Ward's coach, but what I do know is our coach, just like Tyler touched on there, she's excellent at making these adjustments. We practically named our show after her. Ayla Gazzardo is the master of halftime adjustments.
She's been our guest that we've had the most, so of course that it's just named after her.
Yeah, I mean, and rightly so. So we will be back a little later to talk to you about the keys to the second half right after this break. This is Southeastern Sports Network. What?
Morgan Carrier don't. Just from the free throw line.
Okay.
Yeah, football.
Oh, XFL. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. He's flying.
I feel like I judged them wrongly.
Hopefully it stays like that.
Yeah.
All the frat guys left.
Yeah, well, it's women's basketball, man.
Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network as we are here preparing for the second half of action here with the Lady Lions with a slim 3-point lead over the Incarnate Ward Lady Cardinals. Tyler, what are you looking to see in the second half from the Lady Lions to secure a victory here?
They got to get the three ball going. I think that's huge. They've had a lot of uncontested, a lot of open threes that they have just whiffed on. So they got to get the three ball going. But also they've got to get inside better. They've got to penetrate better. They got to take more patient layups. They've been kind of pushing the pace too much on the offensive end. And they can just slow the game down and keep playing their game on defense. They played phenomenal defensively. Keep creating turnovers, but if they just slow down defense, get some open shots, get some three-pointers, I think they'll be huge.
Well, I was gonna give my opinion, but that was it. So yeah, just slow it down offensively. We've seen that they're trying to force the ball in, try to take these really contested layups, try to make these kind of extreme passes, and it's led to a lot of turnovers. So if they can slow the game down, make your open shots, continue to take the open shots, cut out the trim the fat, if you would, a little bit. Don't take the contested shots, and continue to play defense the way you've played. I basically just said everything Tyler just said, but I had to feel like I was contributing. So
look, man, we have a debate show, and we've never once debated on that show. We're basically the same person.
That's true. That is a fact.
So
that show Fridays at 4:30 on
halftime
KSLU.
adjustments. KSLU
Yes,
Radio.
KSLU Radio Facebook page. You can watch it there. A little bit of a plug.
We'll be going to YouTube soon.
We will soon be taking YouTube, trying to get over 1 mil in the subscriber department.
Yeah, that's true. Try it.
As the Lady Lions take the court here for the second half, it'll be Incarnate Ward possession. Give the ball to number 0, Macy Ray, their point guard, and we'll see what adjustments the Cardinals have made coming out of halftime.
Hopefully the Lions were able to make some good adjustments.
And that was a wonderful display of offense by the Cardinals. Ended with a shot, a sideline 3 by Spear. Wow, excellent ball movement.
They got to their spot and they were ready for it.
And just like that, we have a 26-all game. And here we have the Lady Lions showing their passing chops a little bit. Cross-court pass to Morgan, extra pass. And there we have Celica Sterling. Nails the 3 herself. So there is a 3 by Celica Sterling to go up 29-26. And on our offensive end, Tyler is having a hard time seeing the game with these balloons floating in front of him. So we'll have to see if we can find a way around that. And here we have Incarnate Ward.
I never thought that would be an issue.
There is the contested layup by Incarnate Ward. I believe that was number 12, Wiggins. 29-28, and this has the feel of a game that will be close all the way through, Tyler.
Yeah, and both teams playing their best basketball right now, which is fun to watch.
And here we have the Lady Lions setting up on the right side of the court. There's a turnover. That is by Robinson. Inside pass, gives it to, guess who? Number 2, Henry, but she misses a layup, and now we have Alexis Horn pushing the pace. And now we have Alexis setting up on the left side of the court where Tyler cannot see what's going on. Contested layup, no good. Defensive rebound there for the Cardinals. And now we have the Cardinals setting up. Slow start to the first half, but both teams playing with the same level of energy that they played with in the first half.
It was a great drive there from the Lions to get to the other side of the court.
And here we have the Cardinals zipping the ball around. Not a whole lot to say here. They've just been, as right as I say that, contested layup, no good. Now we have Alexis Horn pushing the ball up the court. But this Incarnate Ward offense seems to switch between beautiful and efficient and just kind of passing around for the heck of it, Tyler.
Yeah, and it, credit to the Lions defense keeping them and stopping them from getting anything strong. It's a great movement, though. I mean, that's pivotal, but you also got to score. You got to capitalize.
Well, I mean, if I'm the Lady Lions, this team is certainly scaring me. I mean, obviously both coming in with the same record, you would expect that, but they are obviously very, very well coached.
Indeed, and you can tell, and both sides, there's a reason that they're so high in the standings for the Southland.
Right, and both fighting to get into that upper half of the tournament later in the season. As we have Alexis Horn trying to break down her defender, and that'll be number 12, Wiggins. Long and tall, Wiggins, as there's a switch. And now Alexis Horn passes off the switch. No good on the three-point attempt by Caitlin
Big shout out to
Williams.
our video production coordinator, Colton Vickers, for getting the balloon issue settled.
Yes,
I can finally see.
Colton Vickers making sure Tyler can see the game that he is analyzing.
Wow.
There we have a block and rebound by Caitlin Williams.
What a beautiful play.
And now we have Alexis at the top of the key, breaking it down, looking for any option of scoring. Inside pass to Caitlin, but there is a block late. And that is by Wiggins, who has been all over the court defensively.
It was actually the rim.
The rim with a block late on Caitlin Williams. But that does not change the point I was about to make, is that Wiggins has been all over the place defensively here.
It doesn't take away how good the defense was.
Yes, she's guarding everybody, and she has been very, very good at it. As there is a steal by Caitlin Williams.
Again.
And I think she has a score to settle with the rim, so we'll wait to see if she can get a shot up here on this possession. There's Celica Sterling driving left, switching right.
Offense is flowing so smoothly that they haven't been able to get any points. UIW's doing a great job. Wow!
Alexis with the offensive rebound. Cannot convert on the layup, but pretty offensive rebound there. Pretty offensive rebound.
She took it.
Traveling violation there on the Cardinals. That'll be Lions ball, 29-28. Both teams have been passing the ball a lot here, moving it around, but I don't see much substance coming from it. A lot of passes, but all these possessions have been ending with isolation drives to the basket.
Yeah, well, you talk about that. Only 8 combined points this entire quarter so far. So neither team able to convert on offense, but defensively they've made some serious adjustments that look like they're working out phenomenally.
Well, that's why you keep having to end these possessions with drives, because they're not getting any of the shots they want. As they get a shot they want. Celica Sterling cannot convert it, though, but excellent cut, excellent pass by Dugas. So maybe if we just talk about how they're not getting baskets, they'll just get baskets.
Yeah, I mean, our premonition's been pretty bad this game.
Yes.
And so maybe we'll just, we're not going to get a basket after this.
Yeah. And then not miss a shot for the rest of the game. As here we have Incarnate Ward, number 5, Spear. Both teams playing with a short rotation here. We haven't seen many substitutions.
Giarratano's so impressive defensively. She is wow.
And there is a contested friendly roll there by the rim for Incarnate Ward to take the lead, 31-29.
Very friendly.
Excellent shot, though. I mean, got the shot up just as the time was expiring on the shot clock. And there is Jaya driving into the teeth of the defense, but that is no good.
That's another one of those impatient layups that I was talking about. Just pushing the pace too much when you have time. And you can make a play. We talked about ball handling and how we, maybe handling the ball too much, passing it around too much, but there was an instance where you didn't pass it around enough.
Absolutely. Not. It's switched between two. Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Incarnate Ward has taken the lead 31-29, and the Lady Lions have not shot the ball well in this third quarter. Tyler, expand on it.
I mean, we're 13 for 38 currently as a team. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the free throw line this entire game. So it's been an interesting game, but we have not been shooting the ball well. But defensively, we've been playing stellar. I mean, it's only a 2-point game, and we've shot 6 more times and had the same amount of makes.
Well, 13 for 38. They were 12 for 30 at halftime. So 1 for 8 here in the second half so far as Haley gets a wide open three, makes it.
Hey, there's our premonition working for us.
Yes, every time we criticize their offense, they score. And with that, the Lady Lions take the lead again, 32-31. No free throw attempts here in this entire game by
Only
Southeastern.
4 for either team.
So the refs have largely stayed out of it.
Wow.
Once again, the refs have largely stayed out of it until that very second where there will be free throws for Incarnate Ward.
I just letting them play basketball, man.
It's almost like they have a headset listening to what we're saying and just trying to make us look not intelligent.
For the conspiracy theorists out there, that was a joke.
And I'm kind of surprised by that stat, Tyler. 0 free throws.
We haven't even went to the line once.
The Lady Lions, it's not for a lack of physicality or a lack of drives into the defense. They've been playing very hard, just no calls, I suppose.
In my opinion, they've been getting mugged inside.
Well, I mean, depending on what side of the fence you're on, either the refs have not been giving them the calls that they've been earning, or Incarnate Ward has been playing excellent sound defense in the post.
Yeah. And look, it could be a mixture of both, but I certainly think the Lions have had some calls missed.
I do think there have been some missed calls, but it has been a healthy mixture of both, like you said. I mean, Incarnate Ward has played very, very strong on the defensive end.
And one thing I've really liked about this refereeing crew is that they're letting these girls play. You know, this is a close game, 1-point game, Lions lead right now. They're letting these girls play basketball, and they're not trying to put a print on it. A lot of games can be settled from the line, but they're trying to let this game be settled from shooting, defense. And, you know, sometimes that's good, but sometimes for the integrity of the game, there's merit.
Well, I think my least favorite thing in sports is when the referees try to put their fingerprint on a game. I'm not a big fan of games that are won by the referees, so I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying a game with very little stoppage, very little free throws. As Henry goes up for the free throw attempt, no good on the first one.
Jaya does this thing that I've watched her a couple times at the free throw line. On the first one, she just doesn't watch it. She just looks at the ground. Of course, she has to watch it on the second one.
And on the second one, she moves her, she boxes out a player 4 feet back into the 3-point line. Jaya Francis just so incredibly strong. And the Lions are able to preserve their 1-point lead with 2 missed free throws. There is a block by Robinson on Alexis Horn in possession to Incarnate Ward. Wow, pretty.
How much more physical can you get to draw a foul?
And say what you will about either team so far, but this has been, they've played very hard, both sides.
Both teams. which is insane how we've only seen 6 free throw attempts.
Yes. And there is number 5, Spear, catching that ball on that right sideline 3 like she has so often taken.
Right there.
Yes. Active hands by the Lady Lions here as Alexis Horn and Jaya are checked out of the game. That'll be Tyler Morrison and Caitlin Williams checking in for them.
You know, something that I find interesting, I keep looking at this game and I think, you know, UIW is doing such a great job moving the ball and doing all these things. The Lady Lions are winning this basketball game right now. It's
pretty impressive to me that they are winning because, to be completely honest with you, Incarnate Ward's offense has looked significantly smoother than the Lady Lions. They've been passing the ball more. Once again, as I say that, the Lady Lions get a wide open layup. But the point remains, the Cardinals have done a phenomenal job passing the ball around, moving it, zipping it.
Able to convert, and they've also turned the ball over a few times.
Yes, that's what's killed them, is missing open shots and turnovers. As Tyler is inside my brain, taking my comments before I can make them.
That's what I do.
Slightly unsettling comment is there is a shooting foul on number 2, London Henry, who she is not a referee, but she has been putting her fingerprint on this game.
Coach Ayla Gazzardo is very, very adamant about that foul call.
And there she is screaming, bad call. That is excellent defense by the Lady Lions. I love seeing that energy from the coach. Wow. Those are not my words. Those are hers. Those are her words. Wow.
We have some UIW fans behind us that are getting very, very, very adamant.
Well, I don't personally think that was a bad call, but I love the energy. As Henry converts the first free throw, 34-32.
I think the issue that she's having currently, and it's an issue that I'm struggling with in my brain, is the lack of consistency.
There's an offensive rebound off the missed free throw for Incarnate Ward. They do not convert on the open 3, but you can't give up offensive rebounds on free throws.
Wow.
Celica Sterling with the open 3 on the left wing.
They have 3 spark plugs in the game.
3 spark plugs. Does Celica Sterling qualify as a spark plug?
She's a spark.
She is the plug for offense for these Lady Lions. She's the outlet. And here we have a contested layup.
A clean block from Giarratano.
Yes.
Beautiful play.
Giarratano forcing the ball out of bounds there. Excellent defense.
You're getting up and getting excited about it.
This has been a fun game to watch, Tyler. Both teams are
physical,
sparing no expense in physicality. There was a near turnover, but it is recovered by Ray. Macy Ray driving into the teeth of the defense. Takes the contested layup, no good. Giarratano with the offensive or the defensive rebound.
Lady Lions defense is clamping right now, and it is beautiful to see.
Tyler Morrison passes it to Celica Sterling on the right wing. Back to Morrison, back to Sterling. Celica with the lead pass to Williams.
What a pass.
And now we have Celica, 3-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound, Caitlin. Foul. That'll be 2 free throws. 2 free throws for Caitlin Williams there.
First free throws of the game attempted for the Lady Lions.
Very different coaching approaches here from the Incarnate Ward coaching staff and Ayla. The Incarnate Ward coaching staff is almost intimidating in how silent they are.
Yeah, I mean, they're brooding.
Just thinking, planning. Ayla likes to wear her emotions on her sleeve as
so
Caitlin
do all
Williams.
of her assistant coaches.
Yes. As Caitlin Williams goes up for her first free throw attempt. That'll be no good. 5-point lead here by the Lady Lions.
The statistic to revel that there is that there was a free throw attempt.
So the Lady Lions will not go without a free throw attempt here in this game.
It may end with only 2, but they had those 2.
Caitlin Williams 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Cannot balloon that 5-point lead for the Lady Lions. Here we have Ray pushing the ball up the court. Passes it to Spear, who sets up Robinson inside. Missing the shot that Henry would normally make.
That was a beautiful move.
Yes, they will take that miss, the Lady Lions, as Dugas attempts to save it.
Charlie almost saved it there. But sometimes you have to fix your own mistake, and she tried there.
Just can't hold on to the pass there. That'll be a turnover for the Lady Lions as Ray takes the ball up the court, just like she did about 30 seconds ago. This has been a fast-paced game, Tyler.
I'm telling you, I mean, It feels like we've only been here for about 30 minutes.
That is what it feels like. As the Cardinals continue to zip the ball around. Dugas with a second steal. Contested layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Dugas, no good. But guess who's there to clean it up?
Got her.
Celica Sterling with the second offensive rebound of that possession. 39-32, Lady Lions.
Lions have done such a great job offensively this spurt since the last stop of play.
And how many points is that for Sterling, Tyler? Is that 12?
I believe she's up to 12.
So Celica Sterling creeping up on that season scoring average of 13.7. And here we have the Cardinals' leading scorer. Wow.
Beautiful move.
Imani Robinson with the left shoulder spin. Contested layup to end this third quarter. That'll be 39-34 Incarnate Ward. We will enter the fourth quarter with a 5-point game. And a very fun game to commentate, if I do say so myself. We will be right back with the Southeastern Sports Network right after this break with the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network. I'm Adam Cortez here with Tyler Thomas as we are gearing up to start the fourth and final quarter here at the University Center here in Hammond, Louisiana. Pretty fun game so far. It's flown by. Very competitive.
Been so much fun. And look, Ayla's getting excited in that third quarter little powwow over there. I can't think of the word.
Little powwow.
Little powwow.
Celica Sterling fouled.
The preferred term is huddle.
Yes.
But I couldn't find it. But she was getting animate, and she was just telling the team, like, each possession, play, keep your game going.
And that was on both ends. Both teams seem to be relishing in the competitiveness of this game. And here we have Celica Sterling fouled on that mid-range jumper, but 5-point lead here for the Lions. Now it is 6 points. It doesn't feel like that much given how competitive this game has been. So I'll have to see if they can balloon that lead, but this game sure hasn't felt like it'll end with a sizable lead.
I'm telling you, and it's been beautiful.
As our Celica converts both to give the Lions a 7-point lead here early in the fourth. That's 41-34 Lady Lions. Does not look like there will be a Canes challenge met here, unless there is an incredible fourth quarter.
Is there a change challenge today?
No, but I like scoring 60.
Hey, and I like chicken, so we can dream.
We can always dream. As there is another. Is that a shooting foul?
I believe so. Yeah.
Jump ball was actually out.
Oh, jump ball. No, it was not. It was on the floor.
Jump ball on number 11 Robinson, and they keep possession here. Incarnate Ward. And now we have the Cardinals trying to set up their offense, trying to cut this lead here with only 9 minutes to go in this game. Now we have Henry looking for any option to pass as she looks to hand it off, but fakes it. Takes a turnaround jumper. That is no good. Celica Sterling with the rebound.
She's been so good tonight in every game she's played. And my favorite part about her game is her resilience.
Well, Celica Sterling is a large part of why this team is so fun to watch. No basket, foul on the floor on Jaya Francis.
But for fun, the basket was good.
The basket would have been good. Now we have the Lady Lions taking the ball in at the baseline.
Tyler Morrison, a player that we haven't talked about much this season because she's
Yes.
been hurt a lot of seasons, but a great point guard for the Lions.
Huge piece on last year's team that just missed the Southland Conference tournament. And these next possessions, Tyler, these next few possessions are going to be critical to the outcome of this game because a 7-point lead, if you can make a shot, get a stop, make a shot, just like that, it's a 12-point lead.
Jaya from 3.
Jaya from 3, no good.
A little long, but that's the shots you want to take. You want to take those threes that are open. You know?
I mean, you want to be aggressive here in this position. 8 minutes to go, 8.5 minutes. You want to try to.
Your defense is playing well. You want to put more points on the board.
Yes.
You want to do that aggressively.
You don't want this game to come down to a few shots. A contested shot at the end of the game when you have a 7-point lead here. You want to just balloon it.
I'm sorry. On that same accord, though, I lost my train of thought.
Off camera, Tyler was interacted with a absolutely beautiful, very cute child asking Tyler if he wanted to keep the balloon. But here we have Celica Sterling on the left wing setting up. The Lions looks like they're trying to get a 3-point attempt here as they just continue to pass the ball around as Jaya not afraid to take that 3. Defensive rebound, Incarnate Ward. The Cardinals are pushing the ball at a ferocious pace. Slow it down, reset the offense. Now we have number 5, Spear, kicking it into, guess who? Henry. Henry with a traveling violation.
Another turnover created by the Lady Lions. And that's been, if you were to think of a word that's, just masked the Lady Lions team this season, it's creating turnovers. It's like, that's been their term.
That's 2 words.
Hey, hyphenated, I put it together.
Creating turnovers, hyphenated. Celica with the contested baseline jumper, no good. But Horn somehow comes away with the rebound.
That's all on Jaya. Jaya made a great play, and then too.
What a pass! Number 24, Tyler Morrison, welcome back to the lineup. Kicking it to Caitlin Williams for the easy free throw attempt.
Having Alexis and Tyler on the same floor is huge for ball handling. I mean, you have 2 people that are capable of passing the ball, getting the ball into the post, and 2 people that are able to distribute the ball. It's huge.
If you're open, you'll get the ball with these 2 on the floor. And just like that, 43-34, the Lady Lions are working with a lead. We'll be right back after this quick break. Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Network, here with my co-host Tyler Thomas. The Lady Lions working with a 9-point lead here with just over 7 minutes to go in this game, and now we have the Cardinals bringing the ball up the floor. I'm very excited to see how this game plays out, Tyler, because it has been so competitive all the way throughout, but the Lady Lions have really dominated this 4th quarter so far.
Yeah, put up a nice 9-point lead, not a 7, but still, that's a huge balloon with only 7 minutes left, and with the offensive blows that both teams have had so far, I mean, you have to think that this is a scary lead if you're UIW.
Yes, 7 points with 7 minutes to go as a layup there by Amosi, probably the most fun last name here in this game. Careless turnover there by the Lady Lions, and 7 points can turn into 4 very quickly if you keep making turnovers like that. So we might end up Incarnate Ward might end up going on a run here. And
Something that we talked about earlier that I just think is so beautiful is how adamant and animated the assistant coaches here at Southeastern are. It fits the dynamic this team has and the character of this team so well.
absolutely, and it's reflected in the way they play as the Lady Lions are able to take possession on a attempted rebound by about 8 players. Now we have Tyler Morrison taking point duties for the Lady Lions off to Celica Sterling. Celica inside to Williams. Williams with excellent post position, but cannot convert there. That'll be Cardinal basketball.
Foul number 25.
Called a loose ball foul. Caitlin Williams.
First team foul on Southeastern with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I'll take that.
Yeah. That bodes well for us later down the line.
Yes.
A lot of these shot attempts won't come to free throws. So.
A competitive game like this, you want to have that in your back pocket.
A foul on Jaya there.
Jaya playing just a little bit too physical there, getting called for the foul on the floor. That'll be the second team foul for the Lady Lions here in this fourth quarter. And this game has just been a joy to watch. Both teams playing their offensive game, playing their style, passing the ball as Jaya almost creates a turnover there.
Yeah, and look, they're still playing aggressive. They're still playing great. A lot of good things to say about the defense here.
And regardless of how this game ends, I'm going to walk out of this stadium with a lot of respect for the Cardinals. This has been a very good team, very, very well coached. As there's a block by Jaya on number 2, Henry.
This team never quit fighting.
Yes, no, and it's not just fighting. They've been very competent. They've made shots, taken good shots, found open shots. I'm impressed. I hope that I can watch them play again later in the season. As Celica wide open. There is the corner 3 by Celica.
She's been scoring the ball, scoring so easily lately. It's so impressive how good she is.
And with that, Celica Sterling is up to 17 points, and the Lady Lions are up to a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Such an impressive showing here tonight from Celica.
Absolutely.
A 10-point lead, that's almost insurmountable, but it'll be a foul on the floor.
And that'll be the third on the Lions in the last 60 seconds. Went from 0 to 3.
Real fast.
Real fast. Just as we were talking about how.
I believe that's Caitlin Williams' second.
And Celica Sterling helping the Lions stick the knife in to the Cardinals, and they're going to try to twist it on these next couple possessions, try to put this game out of reach, go on those runs that killed them early in the season.
Yeah, and look, this team shows so much fortitude this game, and just not quitting when it was down. I mean, they were down early, and they were down at the end of the first quarter, and they've played so well since then.
And there is a contested and one attempt, and one possibility for number 11.
1 minute.
Yes. 4 fouls on the Lady. I had forgotten. 4 fouls on the Lady Lions in 70 seconds, as this time Robinson is the recipient of the foul. Makes the layup, gets the free throw attempt. That is the 8-point lead. Make it 7. The Lady Lions back to 7 points. No doubt who wants the ball in their hands in this possession, or in this situation, Tyler.
Celica. You got to get it to Celica.
Got to get it to Celica.
She's your most consistent and highest volume scorer on the team. And she's everywhere on the court.
As Dugas takes the ball, drives right. Layup attempt. And one opportunity for Dugas.
Or you give it to Dugas.
Yes.
She just drops in the lane and finds someone in front of her.
And one opportunity is I don't care who gets it. Just go get it.
Go get it.
And the Lady Lions just doing an excellent job to match everything that the Cardinals are throwing at them here, both literally and in a scoring sense and in the sense of how hard they're playing.
The Lady Lions have played a complete game today.
Absolutely.
I mean, in every way.
As Dugas converts that free throw back to 10.
Shooting woes early, of course, but I mean, they've turned that around. And so, I mean, they've played great basketball.
Neither team has shot particularly well from the floor by their own standards.
And that's testament to both defenses.
Yes, it has clearly been good defense, not bad offense. And here we have Henry with another foul on the Lady Lions.
I believe that's Jaya's 4th foul.
Foul is on number 12, Jaya Francis.
Yes, that is the 4th foul on Jaya Francis. It looks like she'll be coming out, and
Haley Giarratana.
Haley Giarratana will be checking in.
Substitution
And the Lady Lions.
If you're Coach Gazzardo, you got to look at Giants' 4 fouls, but her awesome play on offense, and just think, man, I'm okay with this. You've played physical all day. You were inside the whole game.
Well, she definitely was not afraid to play aggressive today. And I mean, to be completely honest, the last 2 minutes, the Lady Lions, they've played well offensively, which is good, but very sloppy on the defensive end. Just, I think, trying a little bit too hard. You're playing with a 10-point lead. You don't need to be trying to force necessarily as many turnovers here as she misses the free throw, both free throws. So that'll continue to be a 10-point lead. Wait, was that the first free throw attempt?
I believe it was.
I believe that was the first free throw attempt for Henry, and everybody just played as if that was the second.
Yeah.
Well, how
the
about
referee
that?
actually went to stop the play, but the coach got adamant, and so he couldn't stop it.
Well, it looks like the Incarnate Ward coach was the first to catch it.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that before
Me either.
in all my years of watching basketball.
I believe the referee just kind of fell asleep there.
And here we have a cameo appearance by the greatest song of all time, the Saints fight song. But I don't really understand, if you're the Lady Lions, why are you trying to play so physical here with a 10-point lead and 4 minutes to go? Preserve your lead. Take time on offense. Don't be forcing shots, and don't be forcing things on defense. They need to score 10 unanswered points to tie the game up.
See, if it were me personally, and I would never, ever, ever question the greatness of Ayla Gazzardo, but if it were me personally, I would say maybe let them shoot. Maybe let them get some shots up. You know, play soft. I'm not saying just quit, but they've had some shooting woes tonight.
Well, just whatever you have to do to make this 4 minutes and 17. There's an offensive rebound there by the Cardinals. No good off of the second free throw attempt, but they will get a free possession. If you're the Lady Lions, you're just trying to make this 4 minutes and 7 seconds go by as fast as possible.
Of course.
And the way they're playing is not conducive to that, as there is a great contest by Dugas followed by a defensive rebound, and now we have Alexis Horn pushing the pace.
25 seconds left of the shot clock. I feel like you have to drain this entire 25 seconds.
And there is a foul on the court on Incarnate Ward.
Does not want that.
That'll be Ray. And now, yeah, just like Tyler said, if you are the Lady Lions, you want to, this 22-second shot clock, you want your shot up as late in it as you possibly can.
Yeah. Of course.
4 minutes to go, Alexis Horn. Looking to create something. Out to Haley. Haley kicks it to the left corner. There is Dugas. Dugas spins off her right shoulder.
What a
Wow. Charlie Dugas with the beautiful spin move, followed by the offhand layup. 51-39 Lions.
Guys, if you're watching this game right now, make sure to tune in later for Lady Lions softball. They had 2 blowout wins yesterday on opening day. They will play 2 more today, right here on the Southeastern Sports Network.
And Tyler, tell me who commentated those games, as there was a block by Caitlin Williams.
The games yesterday were commentated by me, yours truly, but I do not know who's doing it today.
Tyler Thomas with just all over the place, As Caitlin Williams blocks that shot, creates even more momentum for the Lady Lions. And I don't want to speak too soon, but this game, it feels like the winner is starting to be decided here.
These fans are getting animated behind us and in front of us.
As Alexis pushed it into the paint. Left-handed layup, no good. Defensive rebound, Cardinals.
A beautiful layup. If it's able to fall.
And there is a foul on the floor on Incarnate Ward. That'll be Lady Lions basketball.
Puts it right back. Lady Lions up 12 in a game that was once really close.
Yes, and it was very competitive the whole way through, but the Lady Lions put on, they started the fourth quarter with a 5-point lead, and technical foul.
Wow.
Oh.
They were tired of hearing the coach chirp.
I didn't even think that was... Wow, so Celica Sterling will get 2 free throws by virtue of a technical foul. She nails the first. Celica's follow-through is just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And there's the second. Ice running through the veins of Celica Sterling here in this fourth quarter. That'll be 53-49, just as Tyler said, a 14-point lead. And there's Alexis Horn.
Like, she's done such a great job with the ball today. I can't speak of how great this team has played so far today.
Well, the tale of two halves, Tyler. I mean, we talked about lazy turnovers, forcing your shots. Charlie Dugas, just an absolute force here. I think I've decided who my spark plug player of the game is. It is Charlie Dugas.
Yep.
Hits Caitlin Williams on the cut.
We'll officially award her with that as soon as the game is over.
And the Lady Lions come out in the second half, cut down on those turnovers, cut down on those unnecessary shots, and here we are playing with a 16-point lead.
Playing great defense, but that didn't look like a foul personally to me.
No.
Looked like Giarratano had her hands straight up in the air. Good defense,
but nevertheless, there is a foul on Giarratano. That will be free throws for the Cardinals, who got into the bonus real quick.
Indeed.
And here with 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go, the Cardinals cross the 40-point mark at 40-55. Second free throw attempt. That is good. And that is by their leading scorer, Imani Robinson. Haven't talked a whole lot about her, but she has 15 points here in this game. That will increase her scoring average.
Look, if you're UIW, you don't walk away from this thinking you had a bad game.
No, you walk away from this, you had a bad quarter, but you played a good game.
It was a great game. A bad quarter that was majorly just Southeastern getting hot.
Yes.
They were able to convert on the shots that they took. I mean, 2:14 left, they're up 14, and 2 free throws here.
And now we have 2 free throws by Charlie Dugas. First is no good, but she has made such an impact here in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, she's been super good tonight. I mean, she's up to 9 points. If she makes this, she'll be up to 10.
Not sure how many assists she has, but she's been finding the open cutter all night long. No good on the second, but offensive rebound there for Dugas. Traveling violation. That'll be Cardinals basketball.
Hey, sometimes you try to make a play.
Hey, I mean,
she wanted that one.
Shirley wants to cross the double-digit point mark, but here we have the Cardinals looking to make something happen here with just over 2 minutes and a 14-point deficit.
There, she's making something happen.
Charlie Dugas, turnover, layup, no good. Horn gets the offensive rebound.
With the rebounds it out. What a great play from Alexis there.
And Alexis goes out to burn some clock. Yes, she'll be looking to end this game as quickly as possible and protect that lead.
Giarratano,
no good.
I do not believe she got it off, but
no.
That's okay.
That'll be a shot clock violation, but you burn 20 seconds off of the clock, 1 minute 42, you have a 14-point lead. I don't think that's terrible. Luckily, there is no 14-pointer in basketball, so as long as they can just continue to burn the clock out, not turn the ball over, I think the Lady Lions will be fine. Walk out of here with their 5th straight W.
Hey, you're playing such good basketball, man.
Yes.
Such a tribute to Ayla Gazzardo and how great this team has been.
Block by Caitlin Williams, and the defense, it's shown up.
Good, man. It's so important to be so aggressive defensively, and they've hit the mark in every way.
Absolutely. They've been excellent on defense, and in this fourth quarter and this latter half of the third, excellent on offense. Charlie Dugas with the ball in her hands. And here the Lady Lions will just be burning this shot clock. 6 to go. Step back by Alexis, no good.
1 minute.
And offensive rebound, Lady Lions. And one opportunity for Haley Giarratano.
Ayla was excited for that one. She got up and she started screaming.
I was excited for that one.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
We're only 3 points from the 60-point mark. No chicken tied to those 60 points, but
Giarratano converts on the free throw. That'll be 58 points for the Lady Lions. Tyler, everything I've said has just been completely wrong.
Yeah, of course, and that's how it goes with us sometimes. But I mean, hey, aren't we glad we're wrong? Being up 17.
Yes,
quarter.
That's a good time to be wrong. Beautiful shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
That is Ray with the right wing.
That's the type of shot that if you're putting together a demo reel for a basketball player, you just blow the scoreboard out and
yep.
put it in there.
I mean, excellent shot, an excellent game by Incarnate Ward. Give credit where credit is due. They played excellent defense, excellent offense all game. This was a wonderful game to call. Wonderful game to watch. As the Lady Lions are gonna.
Giratano's played so hard today.
Oh, she's been good. I mean, 6 points.
That was so close.
No good there with
10 seconds left here, and the Lady Lions come away with another victory.
That'll be 5 straight. 5 straight for the Lady Lions, taking sole possession of 6th place in the Southland Conference.
Adam, it's been such a great game to call with you. Such a great performance, 14-point win. Shooting well, playing defense well. A huge conference win. I mean,
absolutely.
It puts us in sole possession of 6th or 5th.
Yes.
So
of the Southland Conference, and that is a 14-point win by the Lady Lions, 19 points by Celica Sterling. Just an all-around great offensive performance. So many players with 9, 8, 6, 6 here. And we don't have a whole lot of time to tell you what happened, but
we had a whole game.
Yes, this has been the Southland, the Southeastern Sports Network. I'm Adam Cortez. This is Tyler Thomas. These Lady Lions have won 5 straight. Thank you for watching. Watch our softball game. Thank you very much.
Winning team for the microphone is Team Student Athletes with a total of $197. Today's Academy player of the game is Celica Sterling.
Radio show or no?
What do you mean radio show?
Sam, you talking radio show?
No, we got to get to softball.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
As always, please drive home safely and